Hey friend, in this video, we are going to be painting some wintry themed florals that you could plop on your tabletop. I mean, obviously you can't because it's a painting and not actual flowers, but these are flowers that I would want to have as a centerpiece if I were having a wintry wedding or a dinner party and it was winter time and I didn't want it to feel overly Christmas. So we're going to be painting some golds, some silvery blues, and some reddish peaches. Dusty pink?
Rough.
And we're gonna go over texture and composition and shape, and we're gonna paint some fluffy roses. So if you're ready to learn all of those things, then let's dive right in. Okay, winter flowers. One thing I get asked a lot whenever I'm painting is, where do you get the inspiration from? Blah, 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 blah. When I'm painting flowers, I usually look up Tinge Floral, Wild Bloom Floral Designs, Tulipina, Lavender's Flowers. Those are a few of my favorite floral designers. They do a bunch of weddings and events flowers. I just love the structure that they use. I talk about S-curve and composition and whatnot in a lot of my videos. And this has a nice, lovely, it's actually a V with pouring out moments. So we're gonna be painting winter florals. I love these leaves and these colors, the amber and gold and like a deep chocolate cosmos is what we're gonna add in this. So it's gonna have like Dutch masters, you know, like the 17th century oil paintings from the Dutch masters vibe. So what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna paint every single flower in this exact detail, you know, exactly how this photo is, but this is just color inspiration and shape inspiration, and I really like this leaf up here, so I'm definitely gonna do that. But for my colors, like I said, I'm gonna do this soft peach and golds, neutral colors mixed with chocolate cosmos, like a really dark brown, kind of with a purple undertone. So for my peaches, I'm mixing up opera rose and yellow ochre and some burnt umber. I'm going to use this color for a lot of my roses, David Austin roses. So this is where a lot of the flowers are kind of tightly grouped together, and I'm going to do, I think it's David Austin roses. These thin, wobbly lines first. And then just kind of using the belly of the brush around the squiggles that I just did for the C curves. And then I'm going to go in with darker color and accentuate those petals that are kind of ruffled up together in the center. Yeah. And then we can do another one here since that blob happened.
What a recovery.
Might add in a little more yellow ochre to this pink moment over here so it's not as pink. And then we're gonna do some really deep chocolate purple leaves. I'm using opera rose, burnt umber, Mars black, and maybe some Prussian blue. Got some stems. So I'm not looking up flowers that grow in the winter season necessarily. I'm just kind of using a color palette that I think, obviously this is not your Christmas winter color palette. It's more of a contemporary or modern take on winter, but I'm just thinking if I were to have a winter wedding or throw a winter themed party, like what type of flowers I would have as a centerpiece that made it not feel overly Christmas. And so I'm going for these like really dark, moody chocolate colors mixed with a dusty rose color as my light, because we're wanting to think about contrast. So lights and darks are going to provide a lot of contrast, obviously contrasting colors as well. So orange and blue are contrasting colors. So this is kind of like an orangey undertone moment here. So I'm going to have like icy blueberries added here in a second. And for these leaves, I'm just kind of giving it the impression that it's a really textured, organic, tossed look. And we're gonna balance out those dark leaves with some lighter gold leaves using yellow ochre and burnt umber. And the same thing here. So for composition, I'm starting to get that V shape pulling out, but I'm also adding a curve so it's not so stiff with this branch and then this branch. But I want there to be a moment that's higher than the other. So this side of the V is stopping here, but this one's gonna extend a little bit longer, and that's leading people's eyes through this piece. And I've got darker and lighter leaves. Some a little bit more gold, some a little bit more brown. Now I'm gonna do some soft pink buds around and oh my gosh. Some soft pale pink buds around here. So we're zigzagging with our elements. 2 elements here, so I'm gonna add 3 to make it an odd number. The reason for that is I don't want people pairing elements up and then looking for the next even pair. You want people's eyes to keep guessing and moving around the piece. So I'm just kind of laying down these like floral shapes. You could even do 7. We might do 7. Another one here. I want this to bleed a little bit more, so I'm gonna help it out a little bit. And same thing over here. Fun little unexpected moments. So curving around here, maybe just needs more pink. And then we're gonna add contrast with our colors by painting in some smoky, muted blue. You can do a eucalyptus vibe or some berries. I think I'm gonna do eucalyptus because we've got a lot of texture and I wanna accentuate that texture with the leaves. So I'm mixing cobalt blue and yellow ochre for a really smoky kind of silver color. And that's just gonna accentuate the orange. So I'm gonna add a sprig here using my size 16 brush and just kind of adding that in here. Up here. Next, we're going to paint the vase, which is just going to be a gray. So you can use Mars Black and lots of water for your gray. And then our stems.
I wish I could just take this off the paper and put it on our kitchen table. You know?
Same. Last but not least, we're gonna do some smoky green, yellow ochre and sap green. There you go. So we have a wild V-shape floral centerpiece. That would be the perfect centerpiece for your wintry party, your Christmas party, even if you didn't want to go the Christmas vibe with your florals. And yeah, hope you had fun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two about composition or color theory or balance. Drop it in the comments what you learned from this video today. I would love to know what stood out to you. And then as always, thank you so much for subscribing to our channel, for liking and commenting on our videos. That all means the world to us and it really helps boost our channel and get these videos out to more people and help them with their art journey with watercolor. Thanks again for all that you do, and I'll see you in the next video.